Hello everybody, my name is Dennis Moturi and I'm going to make my presentation at this time. My topic of choice is a compensation of student athletes. In the modern society, we know that college athletes and sports is the modern career. We know great athletes who make a lot of money and live good lives, and through that we encourage students to participate in sports. However, students face challenges moving from lack of support, risk of injuries, and lack of time. Going to the next point, we know that first let's define who is a college athlete. This is an amateur athlete who is usually supported by scholarship and is not paid for compensation. We know in the USA, sport is a main career and most people benefit from it. We know most students who have gone up from high school through college, doing well in sports and earning a living through sports. Going to the next, we see that our athletes face many problems. Going by Wallstein, Theta McCarthy, and Tasia, the Political Research 2017, we see that the National Collegiate Athletes Association has so many ways that they make money from that organization. However, we see that athletes, they don't really get enough compensation from the revenues that are collected. We know that the NCAA, they make millions of dollars from the college sports, which whereby they make revenues from tickets, from the selling of jerseys, from advertisements, but in return, the college athletes, they get peanuts at all, sometimes they get none. Going to the next point, we know that time is a resource, and the college athletes, they don't have time. They spend too much time in sports, they spend too much in traveling, they spend too much time in training, and in return, they don't get adequate compensation. And that's where, according to Bartolas and Stanley International Social Science, the 2018 annually, we see that as an immediate student spends almost 40 hours in training and 40 hours in study, whereby that's like the sport part is like another full-time job. Therefore, if we can't really compensate our athletes well, we feel like they are being squeezed and they can't meet the daily needs. Additionally, going to the next slide, we see that student athletes are prone to injuries. Going by, according to Sanderson and Sinfield, the journal Persuasive 2015, he argues that most, at least in every match, students get an injury. However, in that perspective, they are not really compensated for what they put into that game. A student athletes can sustain long or life-changing injuries, and in this case, if we don't pay them well, they may lack even the insurance coverage in that particular time. And injury, nobody can define when somebody will face an injury. Therefore, it will be appropriate if the students, athletes will be compensated in that manner. Next, we're going to talk about money. Money is a resource. And moreover, somebody can ask, if I can ask you, the congregation, this question: if the universities if the universities in this manner, they say they're losing money, then why can't they abandon the sport programs if these programs are making them to lose money? That's a rhetorical question, and you can ask yourself whenever you get time, just ask yourself that question. Next, we're going to mention about my thoughts. Moreover, I got my own perspective in this topic. Should we pay athletes? That's a question that we ask ourselves today. My thoughts are that athletes should be paid. They may not be paid enough as they can work outside, or as they can work sporting, clubbing activity and get paid in that manner. However, I feel they should be paid and should have the NCAA should put limits in which college athletes are paid. Paying college athletes is a motivation to encourage them to work hard. And compensation might not really be that high, it should be moderated so that all colleges can afford to pay the athletes. And lastly, my topic was the compensation of student athletes, whereby we know that student athletes face many challenges. They have limited time, risk for injury, and lack of money. Thank you very much.